NFL draft because the NFL draft is this Thursday. We will be live streaming our reactions to the NFL draft.
Yeah.
So see, with live streaming, now, because me and my reactions are, like, I remember when I used to be a Washington football team fan, and man, the picks that they used to do, whew, it's just crazy. And also, when it comes to the Cowboys, I would just be cracking up laughing at some of you guys' picks. So
we've been drafting pretty well.
You guys have been drafting pretty well these past years, but like Leighton Vander Esch, like that was that just came out of nowhere.
Let's not even do that because the first year he played phenomenal.
Oh, the first year, 1 year wonder.
Yeah, he really was.
1 year wonder.
I hope we can draft like. All right, so my top 5 favorite players that I would love the Cowboys to draft: Jordan Davis, Chris Olave, Kenyon Green. Dang, I had him right on the tip of my. Oh, Linderbaum and Nakobe Dean. Those are my top 5.
Nakobe Dean.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because he can fly and he'll let Micah play a little more on the edge.
So, let me look at.
Y'all better hope the Cowboys. Oh my goodness! If y'all let the Cowboys get Nakobe Dean, it's over. Or Jordan Davis. Do not let if you let the Cowboys get Dean or Davis, it's over.
Stop it!
Do you know how good Jordan Davis is? He's the type of guy that affects all 3 levels of the defense because he gets so much pressure on the interior, makes the pocket collapse. Jordan Davis is generational.
Is he?
He ran a 4.7 at 300 and.
He's a tackle. He's from Georgia.
Yes.
Oh yeah. He is nice. Yeah.
Dude is a semi truck in the middle with a D line. It's crazy.
So
any team that draft him is going to be very happy.
So let's go through the order. And Jaguars have the first pick. We all pretty much know who they're going to draft, and that's Aiden Hutchinson. Yeah, he's going to go. And then number 2 is the Lions.
I've seen some mock drafts. They have Sauce going top 3 to the. Who has the 3rd pick?
Yeah, so I'm looking at.
I think the draft order is Jets, Lions, and Texans, right?
No, it's Jags, Jags, Lions, and then Texans, Jets.
Yeah, they got Sauce going top 3. I don't see another corner going top 3, especially after what happened with Jeff Okudah.
Wait,
he was a good dude.
Wait, he was a corner? I thought he was a safety.
No, Jeff Okudah was a corner. Ohio State, best in the nation. But then he got to the league and he was a good dude. Now he's cooked food.
Yeah, he looked like Vince Staples. Dude, like Vince Staples.
He do kind of look like Staples.
Hey,
man, I thought he was gonna be like Staples.
Oh man, no,
it's a shame.
Ohio corners are hit or miss. They're hit or miss.
But Sauce is gonna be good. I'm praying Derek Stingley falls to 24. If the Cowboys get Derek Stingley, there's gonna be a no-fly zone.
There's no way he's gonna fall.
Yeah, probably
the guy that was shutting down Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson in practice. That's what all these NFL scouts.
The draft heads are saying he gonna fall because his last 2 years of tape wasn't that good.
Well, wasn't he hurt?
He was hurt, and his last 2 years of tape wasn't all that good as his freshman campaign.
Maybe. Ooh.
I'm gonna let him push the narrative because the more he falls, the better we got.
You got a good point. You do got a good point.
I don't care. Push all the net. Tell him. I think NFL. I think he found a gun under the seat of his car on the traffic stop. So let him fall to 24.
But you could also argue that LSU wasn't really good.
They weren't. He had really nothing to play for. You know what he should have done? He probably should have went, like, you know how a lot of the top players from the draft last year, they didn't play, but they went to them COVID camps, like Micah Parsons went, Rashawn Slater went to the COVID camps, and a few other players. He probably should have did that the last year. Because honestly, we all knew he was a first round talent. He didn't need to play anymore, especially for a program like LSU that is not going to win anything.
Yeah, because
they should have went to the COVID camps.
It reminds me of Darryl James and the situation with Florida State, because Florida State, they had Jimbo Fisher, they had all these NFL guys, NFL players, and then Jimbo Fisher leaves, and Florida State wasn't good. And Darryl James, he's there, and they're not really good. But everybody knows that Darryl James is very talented. It's just he's not able to show you his talent because his team is awful. So you can say the same thing with Darryl Stanley Jr. in his case because they're not really good as well. So
yeah, the boy can play. We see the film. He can play. He can cover. I'm taking the chances 10 times out of 10, if I'm an NFL GM and he falls to me and I need a corner.
So the Lions, I would say the Lions would go. What do you think the Lions would go with?
Since they drafted Penei Sewell last year, they could go defense. But honestly, I say
Trayvon Walker. Trayvon
maybe
Walker,
they
number
could go
2.
edge. They could go edge. They could.
I think because they need edge.
I think they do need edge.
But they also need a lineman though. They also need offensive line. Yeah, they went with offensive lineman last year, but they still need some offensive line help as well. But I don't know. Going back-to-back years, offensive line number 2.
See the thing
that's kind of a
the thing
reach.
about an offensive line is not a flashy pick, but it's like a good pair of socks or shoes.
Yeah,
They're gonna last you a long time. So you don't have to worry about getting new socks or kicks for a long time. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a flashy pick, but it's a pick that is going to help you in the long run.
I feel like an offensive lineman. I wouldn't draft an offensive lineman top 2.
I would.
You seriously?
Yep.
Unless he's like a what was that guy in the Cowboys that you guys had back in the day?
Larry Allen.
If he's like a Larry Allen or somebody like that, then sure. But
it's a lot of good tackles. It's a lot of.
I feel like you can go down the draft whatever, and you'll still be able to get some offensive linemen, some really good offensive linemen. As long as your team can draft and develop offensive linemen, you're good. But if you're like the Giants, who's never been good at drafting and developing offensive linemen,
yeah, they suck at drafting linemen. I
then
don't know what they got going.
Then maybe you have to reach. Maybe you have to get an offensive lineman too. But me personally, I wouldn't reach because I feel like there's just so many other important positions that I could get, so many other talented skill positions that I wouldn't be able to get in later rounds.
See, the thing is with linemen, like lineman draft is the best place to get linemen.
Yep.
So that's what I think. I really like drafting line because I'd rather have the security for my QB, especially since my QB broke his leg 2 years ago. But yeah,
I just remember what happened with the Chiefs with Eric Fisher and them drafting number 1 and how he sort of played out and not very well. It just gives me just those type of vibes, and I just don't want to end up like that.
lineman at number 1 is kind of crazy.
That is crazy.
I ain't gonna lie. If I had the number 1 pick and I wanted to draft, I'd just trade back.
Right. But yeah, me personally, I wouldn't do it, but hey, they could do it. So then we have, let's look at Texans.
I think Texans will get Akeem Okonu.
Yeah, the lineman from
the tackle.
Yeah, from North Carolina State, I believe it is.
He's nice.
And then the Jets, I feel like they'll get. I think it's Evan Neal.
People say the Jets may go corner with that pick.
They need a lineman, bro. They need an offensive line, bro. It's bad. Zach Wilson.
They drafted Mekhi Becton.
Yeah, but they still couldn't protect Zach Wilson in the end. So they need to go with another offensive lineman. Was he left side or right side?
Mekhi Becton, I think he played left tackle.
Okay, so where was Evan Neal? I forgot where he.
Evan Neal, I think he plays.
Let me see.
Left tackle.
Does he play left tackle? Oh yeah, he does play left tackle.
They could go Charles Cross.
Yeah, they could do that. But Evan Neal's really good. He's really good. But I don't know how would they do that. Would they move Evan Neal or would they have the other guy move to right? How would they do that? I don't know. All right, so then the Giants are at 5. The Giants.
Oh yeah. No, they saying the Jets could also go Kayvon Thibodeau.
Kayvon Thibodeau.
Yeah, edge. He's like the second.
They could do that.
Unanimous second best edge prospect.
They could do that with Robert Saleh as the head coach on defense. I feel like when you have a young quarterback, you need to put all of your attention on trying to put the best amount of weapons and having him protected. So I feel like in this draft, they need to put all of their effort on trying to protect and also give Zach Wilson some weapons, man. For real. So I would say the Giants is interesting. They always need an offensive lineman. Like every year, they need an offensive lineman. It's getting ridiculous.
At least they won't draft safety.
And then we're hearing their wide receiver Kadarius Toney that they're trying to trade him. Their first
Good luck
round pick.
trading him. I heard he's a head case.
That's probably why they're trying to trade him. So they might go receiver on that. They might go. Hey, they might reach with Garrett Wilson. You never know. You never know.
I hope they do.
Hey, they might reach with him, or they.
Daniel Jones ain't gonna get him the ball anyway, so it don't matter.
Yeah. And then we had the Panthers at 6.
Panthers. Some say Panthers.
They need an offensive line.
But they'll probably go lineman. They'll probably go cross.
Yeah, they need a lineman on that one.
Or interior guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But Charles Cross can play all pretty much all positions.
Oh yeah, the Giants have 2 top 10 picks. They have the 7.
I don't trust them to make no good picks anyway.
They gotta go receiver on one of these picks because they.
You sure?
Yes.
Well, yeah.
They need receiver. They need receiver.
Kenny Galladay ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, he's injured. Or we'll see. Falcons are at 8. Some be saying like, oh, get a QB. Some be saying wide receiver.
I heard some people say they're gonna get Sauce.
Get Sauce.
But I'm like, they have AJ Terrell. Get a lineman.
Yeah. So then Seattle at 9.
They saying they may go line too.
Really?
Or I seen some people say they was gonna get Stingley there or something. I'm like, I hope not.
I feel like,
but they need linemen. They need linemen.
I feel like since you traded Russell Wilson and you're rebuilding, I think you should probably go line. I think that's appropriate because you don't have a QB, you don't have a really good QB, so you might as well just put your attention on line, and then maybe next year you can draft a QB or something like that.
This is just the logical picks. We all know it's going to be one team in the top 10 that's going to reach on something.
Yup.
And I think Seattle probably going to do something dumb and draft Malik Willis top 10. You know, Malik Willis is a good arm talent.
Nice.
Good arm talent.
Well, he's a project.
Yeah.
He's a project. He needs to sit
The QBs in this draft, I'm not a fan at all.
But let's not forget 2016. Got Deshaun Watson with Mitchell Trubisky, with Patrick Mahomes.
Deshaun Watson won the Natty, didn't he?
But there was question marks with his accuracy, with his ability to throw the football consistently down the field. I'm just saying.
And I knew what I saw on that TV.
Me too.
I knew he was him.
I knew Deshaun.
I knew he was going to be him.
When the Texans drafted Deshaun Watson, I knew he was going to succeed.
I knew he was going to be like that.
So
that freakazoid, we ain't talking about that freakazoid.
Jets are at 10 again. Offensive lineman, they could go receiver, go either way, really, with Garrett Wilson. And then Commanders are at 11.
Please do not draft Olave.
I feel like they're going to go receiver because I've heard that they have been interviewing with different receivers. So I won't be surprised if they go receiver on here. Then we have the Vikings at 12.
This is where people say Stingley will go, right there.
That seems like an appropriate place.
Yeah.
They definitely need some help on the defensive end. They've lost some pieces in the past 2-3 years, so I can definitely see that.
I hope they skip him.
And then we have the Texans at 13. Offensive line, that could be appropriate. Or they can go corner. Or edge.
Maybe draft Jermaine Johnson.
Honestly,
I think that'd be a reach.
Honestly, who cares about the Texans? Like, seriously, really. We're just talking about these teams that don't matter. Yeah. So then we have the Ravens.
They need receiver.
Yes.
If they don't draft Treylon Burks, Olave, Pickens, or something, literally fire Howie. Not Howie.
Not Howie, bro.
Ozzie
Newsome. Wait, Ozzie's not there no more.
Oh, he's not?
Yeah, he retired.
Dang, whoever that GM is, front office exec, fire him.
I agree. Then we have at 15, we have the Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly.
I see some mocks. This is where people have them taking Devin Lloyd or Jordan Davis. I hope they don't take Jordan Davis.
They might go Jordan Davis. That sounds appropriate.
Don't they still got Fletcher? Even though he's getting old?
He's getting old, man. They
hope they don't take him. Please, Eagles, please, for the Cow. We traded y'all that pick to get Devonta Smith. Help us out and don't take Jordan Davis, please.
So, okay. So after the Eagles, we got the Saints.
They'll probably go.
They seem to need O-lineman, receiver help.
Yeah, they need receiver.
Who's going to be the starting quarterback? That's the question.
Jameis Winston.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. They might go receiver on that one. They don't have Sean Payton no more. It's going to be very interesting how they look. So Chargers, man, they had a huge offseason. It's going to be very interesting when
Chargers will probably go. I seen a lot of mocks having them pick Penning Trevor Penning, but I'm like, Trevor Penning isn't good.
What position he play?
He plays left tackle.
Left tackle. I mean, it makes.
Rashawn plays right tackle.
It makes sense. They do need some help on the O-line. I can definitely see that.
But like, Penning though? I'm not
yeah. I mean, it remains to be seen.
Some said they could go receiver, but I don't know.
But really, do they need another receiver though?
Because
they have Mike Williams and they have Keenan Allen.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know who they should pick.
Yeah, I think. I
also heard they could go Jordan Davis too.
Ooh.
Because their coach is I think their coach is the same coach that drafted Linval Joseph when he was on the Vikings.
Okay.
So they said they could go Jordan Davis there, and I would be so upset because that would be a fantastic pick for the Chargers.
All right, so then you got the Eagles, and
they said they may take Devin Lloyd. Or receiver.
Bro, it's all these same teams with 2 picks in the first round, like the Saints.
Because that's bad teams right there.
All right, then we have the Steelers.
Some said Malik Willis goes there.
I think it might be Kenny Pickett or Malik Willis. I feel like those are the 2 names right there because I don't think Mitchell Trubisky is going to be the answer. Then we have the Patriots.
They gotta go receiver. You have to.
Either receiver or corner.
You gotta get Treylon or something.
I think it's either receiver or corner on that one.
They just paid J.C. Jackson, so.
And then the team of the hour, my beloved
y'all can't draft worth
Green
anything.
Bay Packers.
Just like y'all draft with a blindfold and a dartboard. Like y'all just suck at drafting.
Listen, Green Bay. Receiver. If it's not a receiver, then I don't know what the hell you guys are thinking because you guys better draft a receiver. I don't know if Drake London will be there. I like Drake London. I like Jameson Williams.
I'm not big on Drake London.
I like Sky Moore, but I don't think
in the first round.
I wouldn't reach Sky Moore yet. I like Jameson Williams. I like Drake London. Please draft one of those guys. Draft a receiver. Aaron Rodgers needs a receiver, okay?
He does.
Come on now.
I think I can see Drake London in Green Bay.
Yeah. So then we have the Cardinals at 23.
They
need corners like badly.
They may go Trent McDuffie.
Yeah, they need corners. Then we have
the real team of the
accident
hour.
waiting to happen.
The real team of the
Dallas
hour.
Cowboys and
the Dallas Football Cowboys. And let me tell you something. I'm looking at you, Will McClay. All right, he's our draft guy.
Okay.
If you don't draft Nakobe Dean, Jordan Davis, Olave, Stingley, or Kenyon Green. I'm gonna lose my mind. That's what I'm gonna say.
Oh really? Okay, because y'all lost Randy Gregory. That was hilarious.
We need a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff that would help.
Amari Cooper's gone. Cedric Wilson.
Receiver, linebacker would help. Edge would help, kinda.
Man, y'all need an offensive
line would
guard.
Help. That's why I'm so high on Kenyon Green. I hope they don't. I hope nobody takes him.
Then we have the Bills at 25. Now the Bills people are saying they're the Super Bowl favorites, so it's gonna be very interesting who they're gonna add to the team to really boost
you know
up
what?
their depth.
We haven't. Someone in the first 20 picks is gonna reach on Kyle Hamilton.
I forgot about him. Yeah, they are because I've been hearing a lot of things about him. Like,
but he's been falling. Like people were saying, he was like a top 5 pick at one point. And he's just been falling week after week. And it's kind of interesting because they say he's more like because safeties is more going towards free safety. He plays more box.
Oh.
And they say he's not that fast.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they did talk about that. Yeah, I do remember them saying that on ESPN.
I don't care.
Hey.
I mean, they say Dean is falling too because he's like 5'11", not that big, and he didn't run at the combine. But I don't care, man. The film says the boy can play. Draft him. He could get the off-season peanut butter after his rookie year.
All right, so then we have the Titans at 26.
Shoot, the AJ Brown stuff going on. They may go.
It looks like they're starting to get somewhere because AJ Brown he started defending. Yeah,
they could draft Trent McDuffie if he falls.
They definitely could use defense.
That secondary was getting ripped up the entire. You got Jeffrey Simmons on the line. He's been holding it down. You got some other decent pieces on the line. I think Danico Audrey still plays with him. So you gotta go second. They may get they got Kevin Byard.
Yeah, they do. Or they could go receiver. They could use a receiver. Because Julio Jones, listen, I like Julio, but he's
washed.
He's cooked.
He was a good dude.
He's cooked, bro. He's cooked. So I would say, actually, they lost Julio Jones. So they definitely need a receiver. So yeah.
Especially since A.J. Brown wants the contract too.
You could use a receiver right there. So then we had the Buccaneers at 27. They could go defense. I think they could go defense on this one because they need defense. After what happened last year,
they
corner, safety.
Or say, I hope they don't get Cal Hamilton. That'll be a disgrace. I'm tired of Tom Brady, man. He should have stayed retired.
And then my beloved Packers again. We go offensive tackle. Like, you got to go offensive lineman on this one. 22 wide receiver, 28. You have to go offensive lineman. You have to protect Aaron Rodgers.
Some mock drafts I've seen, they got him taking line then receiver.
See, I just can't see that. I just can't. Well, it depends. See, if the receivers fall, who they like maybe they like Jameson Williams. Maybe they like another
Pickens
guy.
wouldn't be a bad pick.
Maybe they like Jordan Pickens.
Oh my goodness, I forgot about Jameson Williams. Some team is going to draft him.
Y'all
better hope he doesn't fall to 24 because I'm yelling at the screen, the TV.
Y'all better hope he doesn't fall to 29, which is the Chiefs. Because if he goes to 29, with Patrick
I'm gonna put a
Mahomes,
stop to it. I'm gonna put a stop to it.
6'2", runs a 4.3. Man, it's gonna be scary. It's gonna be really scary. Okay.
If I'm the Cowboys, I'm honestly, if it's a lot of players that I like on the board, I'm gonna hit up the Chiefs and like, hey, y'all want this 24th?
Yeah. So after the Chiefs,
It's the Bengals, right?
I think the Chiefs go wide receiver here because
The Chiefs gotta go wide receiver.
Yeah, they
got lost Tyreek Hill.
Chiefs
go
again.
Wide receiver.
So Chiefs go back-to-back picks. They go from 29 to 30. So I'm gonna say go defense on this one. So I'm gonna say they go offense then defense, probably corner. They need a cornerback.
Secondary, especially Tyreek is leaving.
Oh, they could use the safety. So they may go corner or safety on that one. Then we have the Bengals. Went to the Super Bowl.
Lineman.
They might trade up. They could trade up because they are desperately in need for a center. They definitely need a center.
Oh my God, I forgot about Tyler Linderbaum. Some team is going to take him, but I don't know who.
And then the last pick of the first round, because we're only going to do the first round, is the Detroit Lions. They need everything. So
they need Jesus.
So really, I don't know who they need linebacker, wide receiver, corner, defensive. I don't know. They could use anybody really. So
do you think they could go QB? I don't think they see Jared Goff as a long-term solution. They could use his years
this year though. Like the QBs this year is not. They're not it. They're not that.
Listen, two QBs is getting drafted in the first round. I think Kenny Pickett and Malik Willis getting drafted. It's just going to be which dumb team is going to reach on them.
Yeah, I think Malik Willis.
Malik is probably going to be the first QB off the board.
I think I like him. Kenny Pickett, his hand size. I've been hearing some things about him, like throwing the ball and decision making. I'm just not with Kenny Pickett. I think he needs to sit for like a year or two, start get accustomed to the offense. Yeah, they're going. I said the Steelers.
Paxton Lynch got drafted. Someone's drafted Kenny Pickett.
Oh yeah. I think in the first round, maybe later in the first round. But I'm not a fan of Kenny Pickett. I know that he can make. I think he's mobile.
Yeah,
he's definitely mobile.
That fake slide.
Oh yeah, the RG3, the fake slide. I remember that.
And then they banned it immediately.
So yeah, I like. He definitely. There's some things that you like about him that he can sort of translate.
He's a franchise QB.
Yeah.
Probably a decent backup for his career. Probably one of those type of guys. But starting QB, I mean, I could be wrong though.
You could be, and that might be a
Dak was drafted in the 6th round. He wasn't no starter.
That comment right there might come back to haunt you. You know what you just said. So it better.
But if he does ball out, hey, go ahead, salute.
But yeah, that's the NFL draft. That's the first round. Again, we're gonna be live streaming, so you're gonna get all our reactions. I wasn't very informed in the NFL draft. This is probably the first year I haven't really paid a whole lot because in years past I would just know all the names for the first round. So this year is different. I don't know what it is about this year, but only thing I really know about is the quarterbacks, the wide receivers, some of the corners, safeties. It's going to be very interesting. Packers better draft a receiver in the first round and an offensive lineman in the later first round. Don't draft the offensive lineman before a receiver unless you want me to come down there in Green Bay, come down to the front office and throw, I don't know, a brick at you. Do you want that?
Hey, Cowboys, y'all know what to do, man. I trust Will McClay.
All right, well, that's going to do it for this episode of the Courtside View podcast.